Alright, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to lose weight as fast and as easy as possible. So the goal of this video is to basically just make it as psychologically viable for you to lose weight, because the biggest reason why nobody loses weight is not physical, it's psychological. Because just think about it. If everybody was able to cut their diet down to like 1,600 calories a day and consistently go to the gym, nobody would be fat. It's purely, and nobody wants to be fat either. And so um, it is purely psychological. So that's the goal of this video, is to optimize your biology, to optimize your fat burning on autopilot, and also optimize your psychology. That way you will not want to stay in that fat state. And so the first thing we're going to get into is you need to increase your leptins. So leptin is this hormone that basically it tells your body how much fat you want to burn. And so if you have high leptin, you will actually start losing weight. And so when you're fat, your body starts producing more leptin because it wants to get rid of the fat. The problem is that a lot of people are very leptin resistant. And so the main goal is not necessarily to increase leptin, although that is a positive. We want to increase your sensitivity to leptin specifically. And so there are lots of things that actually impact your sensitivity to leptin. And so the first of those things is sunlight. This is the main thing. If you got into the sun, if you got sun exposure, you would lose weight like 3 times faster easily. And I'm not even talking like crazy amounts. You literally could just go for like 30 minutes outside, 15, 30 minutes every day, and you would lose weight significantly faster. And so that is the first thing. If you are not walking in the sun, then you need to start doing that, because it is going to be the best thing you can do to start increasing your leptin sensitivity, increase your metabolism, increase your beta oxidation, and start losing the weight. On top of that, you're getting sun exposure. Sun exposure increases that leptin. It also stimulates your mitochondria. When your mitochondria are stimulated, that increases your actual amount of energy usage. And so when your energy usage is higher, you're going to be using even more fat. And so yeah, it's just like a dead brainer. Go outside and walk, and you're gonna be losing weight like crazy. It doesn't have to be hard. Just like call a friend or something. Make it as low friction as possible. Maybe like listen to something you like doing. That way you actually want to go outside and walk, because you start linking that positive feeling to walking outside. And as soon as you start getting that ball rolling and you're feeling better because your sun exposure is better, you're going to want to continue to do it. And then as soon as you know it, you're going to be losing a ton of weight. And so the next thing you want to do is optimize your circadian rhythm or your sleep cycle. This is automatically going to be balanced by just going in the sun. If you go out in the sun first thing in the morning, your circadian rhythm will naturally go back into place. So that will also help you significantly increase your leptin sensitivity, because leptin signaling is highly tied to your circadian rhythm, like directly linked. It's pretty interesting. And so, yeah, you want to go outside first thing in the morning and walk. And then the next thing you want to do is to start removing lectins from your diet. And so lectins are these protein and carb globules. They're like this giant mass of protein and carbs all bound together. And they're highly inflammatory because your body can't really process them very well. So what they do is when they come into your body, they knock into your villi, which are the little dangly bits inside in your intestine, and it just like crashes into them like a bowling ball hitting bowling pins, and just rips through your intestinal lining. So you want to cut those out, because what these actually do is lectins with a C directly decreases leptin with a P sensitivity. So leptin's good, lectin's bad. And so um, you want to cut those out. And on top of that, lectin also increases your the amount of hunger you have. So when you are hungry, or when you eat leptins, you're going to be hungrier, because it also stimulates ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone. And so, where are leptins actually found? What are the foods that you need to cut out if you want to lose weight and increase your leptin levels? So, high leptin foods are beans. First of all, they are horrible. Secondarily, grains, except for rice, pretty much. Do not eat any grain, any carb, any pseudo starch, no potatoes or anything, except for white rice if you must. They still have some amount, but it's fine. You also want to avoid nuts and seeds. And if you cut those four out, you're going to be good. You're going to increase your leptin sensitivity and you're going to lose weight a lot faster. And so, yeah. On top of that, if any of you have thyroid issues, you want to do your best to start reversing that. And so there is a lot of horrible thyroid advice. A lot of people have bad thyroid, like for example, I have some degree of thyroid issues, as you can see in my eyebrow. The outer third is a bit less dense than the inner third. That is a sign of thyroid insufficiency. Mine is because I have a bit of mold toxicity that I'm currently detoxing. And so it's a lot better than it was before, but what can you do? And so, yeah, if you have any signs of thyroid insufficiency, then even if you aren't diagnosed with hyperthyroid, it's like a scale. You can have like a perfect thyroid where you're feeling like an absolute all-star, you're feeling great, always energized, and you can have like pure thyroid fallout. And so even if we don't have hypothyroidism or anything like that, pretty much everybody can stimulate their thyroid more. And so the main things you need to do are already covered, like going outside and walking, stuff like that, sun exposure. But there also is a degree of balancing. Nutrient balancing is a massive one for thyroid conditions. So, especially like in this health space, if you're watching a lot of health videos, you probably have started eating healthy salt, like for example, rock salt or like some form of alternative salt. And so this is good, but you really need to eat iodine, eat seaweed. If you've changed your salt, you need to eat iodine. No doubt about it. You have to eat seaweed. You have to eat iodized salt. You have to eat something with iodine because we're getting a massive increase in iodine insufficiency rates, and this directly causes underperforming thyroid. So increase your iodine, increase your selenium. You can increase your selenium by eating Brazil nuts, although they aren't the best source because they have high variability. I believe there's another source that's better. I'll have to check on that. It might be beef liver. But yeah, zinc, basically like there's every nutrient is involved at some point. There's like 10 different nutrients involved in thyroid production and transfer to the cells. And so I'm going to give a list, but it would be better if you just got your levels tested and then balanced out according to those. And so the main ones though are iodine, selenium, vitamin A, vitamin D, and several others: calcium, potassium, sodium, and magnesium. And so that, yeah, those are all the different parts that kind of go into thyroid production or come into the process at some point. And so you want to optimize those, get to your healthiest level. And so if you like this video, give me a comment or a like. Tell me how I can improve these videos because I really want to do my best so that I can actually start growing this channel. And yeah, see you in the next video.